It's time for baseball in the Bay Area as we welcome you to the Oakland Coliseum tonight. Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Seattle Mariners and the Oakland A's. Jed Lowry continues his chase for the top spot on the AL batting leaderboard. Next. Trevor Cahill is on the mound for Game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
Underway in Oakland as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball 1. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series. Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close. Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
With runners in scoring position this season, Henniger brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
This is the classic case of the modern-day ball player right there. You can have the batting average if your OPS is north of 800.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, you better keep an eye on Robinson, as this game moves along. Well, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
No balls and a strike to count. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Hits this one hard the other way. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And he can't come up with it cleanly here in right. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Now at the plate, Robinson Cano. And the Mariners trying to make this first inning even bigger here.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, Dero. They lost the first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and may potentially lose the first 2 games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out, give your team a chance, give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit, even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
Duffy at second, Zunino at first, 1 gone. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Ready with another 2-2. Fouled off. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. And it's fouled away. First and second now, 1 man out. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Stepping into the box, Ryan Healy. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. The 0-1 delivery. Hit out towards second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mariners 4. So stepping in, Marcus Semien. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First offering on its way. The breaking ball that time in for a strike. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty, they lost last game only by 1 run. Those are the tough ones. But I'm sure they've looked at the film, made a few adjustments, and let's see if they can give a better effort today.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Digging in, Stephen Piscotty. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Paxton, also known as Big Maple due to his Canadian roots. He was a 4th-round selection back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle innings.
Striding forward now is the DH, Jed Lowry. First at bat for him as he enters play 3rd in the American League batting race. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they're stepping up to the plate, Kyle Seager. He'll stand in against Trevor Cahill to get the inning underway. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Swinging a soft liner. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Yeah, he's going to have to work that sinker down in the zone. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's going to leave that belt high, that's going to spell disaster.
He's set, and the pitch. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. 0-1, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, it's 0-2. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Pinder racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Hanley Ramirez. You think he can handle first? I do. He came up as a shortstop. He's also dabbled at third base. Big-time power, but soft hands over at the 1 bag.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 1-2, the count to the Mariners shortstop.
Count is 1-2.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, D. Gordon from the stretch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Seager leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
And that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately. There's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Softly hit out to short. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Mariner rally gets turned away as the inning is over. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. The head-to-head with James Paxton. He's hitless in 6 tries. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. 1-0 the count. Now the 1-0. Popped him up. Healy is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's Chris Davis now. He enters this one second in the American League in round trippers. Now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. On deck, there's Hanley Ramirez. Looked like a cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. Here's Hanley Ramirez.
First baseman, Hanley Ramirez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled away. To short. Mutter fields it cleanly. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. Marco Hernandez steps in. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. First delivery to him on the way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
That counts 1-1.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is low and outside for a ball. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout. In now, Mitch Haniger. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hit high and deep to right center. Piscotty on his horse. But it's the center fielder who gets there. And that's the first out of the inning. Here now it's Mike Zunino looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Way out in front.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
A sinker over the outside corner for strike two. Ground ball foul down the left side. One out, nobody on. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Hernandez ranges to his right. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first. Leading off the inning, Nick Hundley, and they'll need him to get something going here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball one. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now swing and a ground ball for the second baseman, Cano. And that's the first out. And that brings up Chad Pinder. First offering on its way. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Hit on the ground out to short. Mutter gloves it, and there are 2 away now. At the plate, Marcus Semien. This guy is still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped high in the air. Cano is there for it. And that retires the side. A's are gone in order. They still trail 1-0. Ready for another chance? Ryan Healy. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Looks at a 2-seamer right down the middle. And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2. You've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Cahill ready, the 1-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Kyle Seager, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Seager behind with an 0-2 count. 1 run, 5 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Seattle. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Kyle Seager sent packing for the second out of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row. He's set down now at the. So digging in now, Stephen Piscotty. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. And that one stayed too low apparently. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. And a neck-high fastball that time.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And he misses again, ball 3. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. That misses. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Piscotty aboard here at first with nobody out. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Matt Chapman is on deck. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. So far this season with runners in scoring position, Chapman brings in a batting average resting just under .320 and will look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
1-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
The left fielder, number 2, Chris.
So striding in, Chris Davis, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
Davis connects and sends it to deep left field. And that's off the left field foul pole. A home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 38th home run of the season for him. And it's given the A's a 3-1 lead.
This is about as painful as it gets for a pitcher. He's been spinning a gem, posting nothing but zeros. Then this guy steps up and slaps one down the line. He thought it was going foul. No such luck. It boinks off the pole for a homer. The no-hitter and the shutout are gone in the blink of an eye.
Standing in now, Hanley Ramirez. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. It comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. That misses. 2-0.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Line drive to left. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Well, unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough most of the time. Loved the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making that play, but instead it's a double. That's a risky play, though. Could have been a lot worse than a double.
Into the box now, Marco Hernandez, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Just a tick behind for a strike. 3 runs already home here. On that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Stepping in, Nick Hundley. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Liner toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second, and it's a 4-1 game.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Road. Big, and I mean big, 2-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Into the box, Chad Pinder, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
Healy in foul ground, and that's the third out. Taylor Motter steps into the box. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Count even at 2-2 for Taylor Motter.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Grounder down the line at third. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. He'll get it into second. And he is in there.
Man, that's got the sting for the pitcher and his teammates. They just get on the board and are feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
Lifted down the line in left. Here comes Davis, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. In now the Mariners DH, Matt Duffy. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. And that one just missed outside. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fast.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Drilled down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. He pulls into second safely as they also push across a score to make it a one-run game. So here's the cleanup hitter, Mike Zunino. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now.
Hey, I thought he was going to work around him right here in this situation. But after getting 2 swinging strikes, there's a change of game plan. I guarantee he's going right after him.
He'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And a high strike there, 0-1. Fouled off. Way outside. 1-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-2 pitch. Ripped down the line. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Here now the 2-2. Seared down the first baseline. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
The batter, first baseman.
Ready once again, Ryan Healy. No hits to this point.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
That's a really nice thing about it.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So 3.
Leading off for the game, the shortstop.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. And it's fouled away. Left field. Gemmell coming on. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Digging in once again, Stephen Piscotty. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Missed with a breaking ball.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Digging in the switch hitter, Jed Lowry.
Number 8, designated hitter, Jed Lowry.
First delivery to him on the way. Popped up. Cano waits on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Ready for another shot now, Kyle Seager. He'll get things going here in the Mariners 6th. First pitch on its way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And he's safe.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning, game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
0-1 the count. There goes the runner. He swings and misses. Throw down. He's well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Seager stands at second with no outs. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down. Digging in, Taylor Motter, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Pinder looks up, and they take the lead. It's gone.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Here's D. Gordon now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Still only 1 out in the inning. Popped him up. Semien into shallow center. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The batter, number 5.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Matt Duffy. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Line drive to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And he misses again, 2-0.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
And he fouls this one off. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1. Here's Chris Davis now. He had that big 3-run homer in his last appearance.
That last at-bat, he didn't crush that changeup for a home run, but listen, a home run is a home run. This guy's awfully strong, and he can hit it out to any part of the ballpark.
Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Now batting.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. 4 runs, only 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Two and 1 to the A's first baseman.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Hanley Ramirez.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here, but now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a solo shot for Hanley Ramirez. Home run number 2 for him on the year. And this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues. But when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got. A really bad result.
Jason Bradford, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here. Slapped hard the opposite way. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
The catcher, number 5, Nick.
Coming to the plate now. Nick Hundley, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Jonathan Lucroy will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Hernandez, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1 is a slider taken for a ball. On the ground to the right side. There's Cano. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. But the A's get one back thanks to the solo home run. Jonathan Lucroy will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 21.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. Swing and a laser off into foul territory. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning, it's so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Now a swing and a ground ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. The 0-2 delivery. Hit hard down the line. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
That was some great situational hitting there after surveying the field to see what the defense was giving him. The third baseman was well off the line, and he had no chance to make a play as he sprays it down the left field line for a 2-bagger.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier.
If he threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball. James Pazos gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. And that brings up Chad Pinder.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
He's set. Here it comes. Missed with a slider. Here it comes, 1-0. Now look out as that pitch sends him tumbling to the ground.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
The 3-0. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Marcus Semien. Who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Mutter has it. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He went down on strikes last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Waiting on it is Henniger. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Still a tight ball game. It's 6-5. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 home. Hit down the third baseline. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a look here. Hard to tell if it was fair or foul in real time, but you can see it flies right over the bag. Ump was all over it and made a great call.
Ben Gamble is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
A swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. He'll come home with it. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Now batting, D. Gordon. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Softly hit out towards short. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Line down the left field line.
But no one gets to this one as it lands in the home bullpen, a foul ball.
The 1-1. Line drive to left. This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out.
Up next for Seattle, right fielder.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is, the pitch. Little tapper down the third baseline. And a super play to gun his man down as the side is retired. Mariners forced to settle for. Mark Zipchinski goes on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. Here's Jed Lowry now.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch on its way. High in the air out to center field. Gordon is right there, one down. Dan Altavilla answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the ninth inning without any trouble. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. And the opposition's done an excellent job of pitching him today, holding him hitless through his first 3 appearances.
Yeah, big at-bat for him right here. You find a way to work a knock-in right here. You walk away from this game 1-for-4. Your average doesn't move too much. He takes an 0-for-4, starts creeping in. You might show up to the yard a little bit earlier, start working too much, start gripping.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to left, and it's now a 1-run game, 7-6 now. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Yeah, thanks, Matty V. You know what, D-Row, when the wind's blowing out like it is today, you're going to see a lot of home runs, and that's what we saw.
Yeah, Dan, you know this as a pitcher. You can mishit a ball, and it's going to the cheap seats today. They did an excellent job of changing their approach and getting balls in the air.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now this ball's hit deep to left field. Gamble ranging back to the track. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And there's your tying run at second base with a 1-out double.
Wow, when I heard that and saw it leave his bat, I thought we were going to be all tied up. But it just didn't have enough to get out of here, so he's going to have to settle for a double. Tying run on second, and now things are officially getting interesting.
Matt Olson come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. 4-1. The A's find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all over the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs that's going to win the ball.
And a fastball just a bit up.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
second baseman.
Standing in, Marco Hernandez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set, and the pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Set to deliver the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right now.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. So stepping in, Jonathan Lucroy, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Popped him up. Coming in is Haniger. He can't get there as it falls in. 1 run is scored. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's an 8-7 game.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game after being down by 1, Hero. That base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Way outside. 1-2. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. High pop-up. Healy in foul ground. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
And here's a swing and a miss. And that, folks, is a big out number 2. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Marcus Semien. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Too high, 1-0. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the. A look there at the Bay Bridge from the East Bay side, where we are for this one from the Coliseum in Oakland.
Number 28.
Here now is Mike Zunino, and his guys need him to get things started here in the top half of the ninth. Andrew Benintendi is into the ball game now as he'll take over out in left field.
Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left.
Here comes the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Mike Zunino becomes the first out in the ninth inning.
one of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at-bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Behind 0-2 now. Here it comes on 0-2. Fouled away. It's a swinging bunt up the line. Throw to first, and Cano's a ground out victim. 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. No balls and a strike to count. Ready with the 0-1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. A bouncer up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And that means the inning stays alive with 2 away for Kyle Seager.
What an unbelievable at-bat right there in the 9th inning. Game on the line to get yourself on base, to create an opportunity for your boy right here to be a hero.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Last chance for the Mariners. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. In the dirt, and now let's see. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
A 1-run finish, an 8-7 game tonight. Oakland came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Lou Trevino gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics. 8 runs on 8 hits. No errors, 11.